Some 80 kilometres from Calgary in the Canadian province of Alberta is Diamond Valley and the location of a significant historical landmark. It is here in 1914 where a wet natural gas sprayed out of a wellbore, becoming the birthplace of Alberta's petrochemical industry. All across this region are signs of the energy industry, but energy companies here now face a new potential challenge. US President-elect Donald Trump has threatened a 25% tariff on all imports from Canada, and that could include the gas and oil products.
Canada makes approximately 4.5 million barrels a day of oil, almost all of it going to the United States as an export product. So with that backdrop, 25% tariff on $140 billion is roughly $35 billion a year, and that is something that will have a major local Canadian economic impact.
One of the reasons Trump has said he's imposing tariffs is because he says Canada is not doing enough to secure their border. There are signs that some companies are already cutting back in preparation for potential tariffs.
Should see from that, you're looking directly at the kind of overall demo pack.
Jeff LaFrenz is the CEO and co-founder of Calgary-based VisWorks, a custom software development company. He has clients within the energy industry.
We're looking at this from the perspective of, okay, maybe the US stuff gets put off now. And maybe we go after these other ones which we seem to have more traction and more trust that we can actually move forward on that. So ultimately when those questions are raised, you're going to start looking for places where there's less risk. And right now the US is becoming more risk at this point.
The impact of tariffs would not be restricted to Canada. The US economy could feel the effects too. US refineries, especially those in the Midwest, take nearly all of Canada's crude oil exports.
A 25% tariff is essentially a 25% tax that would be remitted to the US government, essentially driving up the cost of refining in these areas, and that would likely be passed on to consumers. And so this potential tariff could upset in a significant way the US and Canadian economies.
There's little doubt that US tariffs on Canadian products would add significant headwinds to Canada's energy industry, but some here also see a potential for opportunity. And that may mean looking at other markets.
These kind of events force us to look to other places and find opportunities we may not have really considered before, but actually might even be better in many cases.
For now, the tariff threat could be little more than a lot of hot air, but industry heads on both sides of the border are also preparing for a worst-case scenario. Dan Williams, CGTN, Diamond Valley, Canada.